So I posted this team in the official World Flipper Discord when I cleared all the 70s, and I got a lot of questions about it. So let's get into it. Here's my Necro 70 farm team that, you know, my win flipper team is what I like to call it. You know, it has some elements of what the meta units, you know, Celtie in the front, Myron. It has Triple S, even though she is not in a top slot to pop off immediately, and that's by design. And the most asked about unit is Melissy Archer, which has been invaluable for a lot of different reasons. But let's just start at the beginning. We have Celtie. Like, what more needs to be said about Celtie, right? She wants you to do combos to buff everybody. She gives herself a giant buff, and that is her stilo. Like, everybody do lots of combos, and she'll do double hits. You know, she will attack the buff out and she'll nuke stuff. She is not built the strongest. Like, if I wanted her stronger, I'd have to put better unison with her, but that is not the point of the comp. The point of the comp is to survive. The most important thing I found is Pierce. If you have a Pierce unit to put on here, makes your life completely easier. Go through the obstacles easier to hit the weak spot, the soft spots. That's what it's about. It's about hitting the soft spots and stunning the bosses, or they just overwhelm you with beams and lasers and ads and bullshit. The secret sauce is getting a Pierce unit on your party. Let's get over here to Melissy. As far as her buffs and stuff go, not a big deal. She is another combo unit, is why I chose her. You know, part of the reason why I chose her, the team does go for big combo numbers. You know, get a little heal on the big combos is kind of what I was looking for. And so she fit in really nice. But the really good thing about her is her skill here. Even though the tooltip says she attacks the enemies closest to her, when you're in the Necro, it doesn't matter what the bosses spawn. She always focus fires the boss. And because her skill goes through the boss, what tends to happen is she hits the soft spots. If she is in between a coffin of a dead person and the boss, she gets your person back up to life almost immediately. And those are the two type of mechanics that happen that make her valuable as part of the team, as we'll demonstrate in a little bit. Like, those are the things that made it really pop off. Her unison is none other than the Triple S, you know, 3-star, 6-star demon herself. You know, everybody knows what she does. She makes your leader hit harder. If she was in a main slot, she would do a lot of pumping of your skill bar, but she's not. She only does when you pop off. You know, what better subunit to put on somebody? Then, you know, we have our healer here, Levitate. Basically, she's just there for her healing and Levitate and buffs and, you know, the same old for stuff that we always love. And then here is another MVP, Kamachi. People use Mew in her spot and stuff like that. But when you want high combos and you want your coffins to come up immediately, there is nothing better than this thing right here. This right here. Talk about get a combo. It doesn't matter if your coffin is at 18, it's up. The second this goes off, if the coffin is in range, it pops up. If you're trying to get big combo numbers, this is where the big combo numbers come from. And because of the low activation costs, I put it on the healer, so the healer gets to heal a lot more. That is kind of the concept. So if you take a look at my weapons and gear, it's all focused towards popping off more. Everything is here for popping off more, right? So sword from the owl, pop skill gauge, bow. Once you start farming up and you start slotting in the bows everywhere, skill gauge. And this is really the only damage weapon that I run, right? So that is kind of the team breakdown. Right now, Celtie, Viron, Kamachi, and Shizu, they all have their mana boards maxed, but their mana boards were not maxed except for Triple S here. Hers was, but it doesn't matter much because she's not in the main slot. She was the only max mana board when I had this complete. You know, over time, now that I've been running and doing stuff, I have completed more mana boards, but their completed mana boards is not a requirement. So I'm gonna have to spend some refreshes here, guys, but you know, doesn't matter. Let's you know, put your money where your mouth is. So we're just gonna start at the top and work our way down. So here's the dark run. Make sure we're popping off at the right team. All right, let's go. Oh, let me slow it down a little bit, I guess. Let's just do one speed. Or do you guys care? Do you guys care if it's 2 times speed or? Let me know, chat. I said, do you guys care if I have it on 2 times speed or 1 time speed? Does it matter? 2 times speed? Alright, let's do it. Yeah, so they start off slow. They don't start off with their skill gauges immediately, but the first, look at keep a close eye on the combo counts. It's kind of how the team gets there. They pop off their fever, and then they kind of just wreck face the second it goes off. This is kind of the concept behind how the team works. So Pierce allows them to bounce around. And, you know, from there they just own face. That's their job. The second the first set of specials pop off, then they're pretty much good for the rest of the run. So here, where you have to pop the 3 things before you can get past the shield. This is where I call the laser showers stages, where your team just loves to jump head first into lasers, and sometimes that just gets you killed. There's really nothing you can do about it. The auto has a fetish with fire showers and laser showers. I think it's safe to call it a fetish. She's there for the heal at 50 combos. She's there because her special, the way her special works during boss stages apparently is she doesn't target the things nearest to her. She always targets the boss, and it allows her to, you know, get the combo up. It allows her to line of sight coffins and get them up. It allows her to hit weak spots that might be hard to hit, like but through shields and whatnot. So she's there for those reasons. Mia is still okay, but I found that Mia's special just happens too quickly. It doesn't do enough hits to, like, it will hit the weak spots, but it doesn't do enough hits to get up coffins. It doesn't do enough hits to keep your combo high. So it can be used. I have tested it with Mia in her slot, and it does work. But what the hell are they doing? It does work. It just doesn't work as well. But it is viable. It's just not as good. I don't even use her when I should be using her in the Kamachi spot, because Kamachi does way more hits, and because it doesn't move it doesn't have a gender. When it puts it down, it stays there and does a lot of hits. So it brings up coffins. Like, one of the main things is being able to bring back up your coffins quickly. It's not about the big numbers is good because that's the way the team works, but bringing up your coffins fast is kind of the secret sauce. This guy, you want your team to go fast and jump up before he puts down those barriers. If they get stuck up there between the barriers, you get your best combos in and all that stuff. Like, I find that if your team can get in and not be on up top of the barriers, it makes a way better run. Oh, look at them, dude. They just don't care. Mr. Crab, he was one of the sticking points here. That little barrier he put is what made me know that I had to do more pierce and use more kind of specials that go through things, because it was a giant sticking point in developing this team. Yo, Viron is good. There's the other Dark 3-star unit. I don't have him, but I did test with a friend, and it does work. It's not as good because it doesn't have like the AoE, but the Pierce is the most important part. I don't remember his name. Let me look on the list. I don't have him, or I would have built him and showcased him in this test, but I have tested it with a friend's account. What's there? This guy, Adele, is a good substitute. Too bad that Adele's Pierce doesn't last as long. Yeah, Adele's Pierce doesn't last as long. So if you were into summoning gotcha weapons, there is a gotcha spear that allows your Pierce time to last longer. That would be awesome, but it can get the job done. There's whales out there that are going to do it anyway. So I might as well just throw it out there that there is a weapon, a gotcha weapon, that will work. Because I know a few who don't care. I'm like, yeah, you don't have to. And they're like, yeah, whatever. They're getting it anyway. I believe all the farmable weapons are fine. This one here, the wind one, this is actually the hardest one for this team to complete. Because the last stage just has so much stuff going on. Let's do it. Like I said, I'm showing all of them. So if I have to spend beads to refresh, it is what it is. But this is actually the hardest stage. Like I said, it has all the things Auto loves. It has lasers for laser shower. It has 17 million fireballs everywhere. This is the stage with the lowest auto rate. So if we see a failure, a first failure, I expect it to be here. But you see how Melissa just shoots through and hits the soft spots? That's what it's about. It's about keeping the bosses at bay as long as possible. You know, I'm not doing the biggest damage, but it doesn't matter if they're stunned all the time. Look at them take out those things like a pro. Oh, look at you guys. Why are you... Oh, there you go. Like, why are you being so lazy? Just hit the soft spots. Oh, got ya. Ooh. Kill your little thingies. So mean. Yeah, I've looked at the gotcha weapons. There's a couple decent ones. They're not necessary though. That's the truth, is they're not necessary at all. But sometimes you want to do some niche stuff and just have fun. You know, whales need a thing. All right, this is the hard one. This is the guy. He has so much stuff going on where sometimes you just get bogged down with little guys shooting and little green explosions, being stunned and stuck in one place. This is the worst one. But he's not immune to being stunned and broken and messed up either. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. That's the core. When you see, you know, when it shows all the treasure chests, if this is the treasure chest that doesn't get revealed, it's always the T4 weapon. If the last one is the one that doesn't get revealed, it's always the weapon. Just if you guys didn't notice that. So now we're going down to this guy where I am the recommended team. It's a giant octopus. It's evil. That's evil right there. That's the kind of old school squid octopus type thing that he is. That's the kind of gotcha player he is. Old money. Whales look at him and go, "What the fuck, dude?" Oh my god, look at all those little heads. Get him out of here. All the soft spots, bro. That's the name of the game. I find this one a lot easier. The one with the little green, little pig boar blasts that explode to the whole stage. I find them to be a lot harder. Like, those are easy because if your unit is at the top, they just don't get hit by anything. But the green ones explode all over the place. Look at that. Look at that. Boom. Sharp shooting right through to the soft spot. They don't care. Nope. It's alright. Alright, wind, lightning, Lego. Woo, look at these guys. Explosion planting. They are gonna get killed. Look at that. They do not dodge. They are not about dodging at all. Good recovery, little guys. Guys, you should pick up that potion. Oof. Big explosion. Dead. Oh, the Book for Darkness characters is the only one worth it. Yeah. I know someone who uses it in their, dark nuke comp. Oof. Super crab. Oh, they got him. Got him. Oh yeah, that partisan is great for multi-ball. Just more multi-ball damage, just straight up. Oh, done. That was fast. They only seem to have a little trouble in the beginning and very temporary. Okay, nothing. Doesn't matter. And now this guy. This was another one that was sticking. This bombs. This was the first one I tried and it was like, nope. And then I, went, built weapons, did other stuff. And it became a lot more manageable. But sometimes there's just 100 million explosions. But float really helps to keep all that stuff down to a minimum. Whew. Painful. This is another stage where the team dies sometimes. Sometimes there's just too much stuff and they just don't target the soft spots. It's why you have to cheese them into start targeting the soft spots. With characters that, shoot through and whatnot. You hate this stage the most? It is. It was one of those stages that helped me figure out what I needed to build. But by the time I came back here, it was kind of a wrap. Like, it's not, still, like I said, no team, I don't think any team will be 100%. But this was one of the harder pains in the butt bosses that is in here. That just... Sometimes they just don't go after the soft spots. They just refuse. Ooh, it looks like they might take the first L. Nope. Oh no, they still might. It is very likely that this will be the first wipe. Because they just don't do it. Yep, there it is. Abort. Oh, abort. This will be the first L. But they can do it. Let's go back there. It's good. It's also good to take a loss, so nobody says that I edited the video in a way where to make my team look better than it is. But yeah, this stage is one of the most painful, depending on your comp. But it's all good. It's like, look at that, dude. They just hate the soft spots. But being able to heal back up a bunch before the next stage is also important to my team. Because it really gives a good buffer and not just having to rely on the little potion they give you every level. Oh my gosh, you guys decided to go for the soft spots now? Oh my god. You didn't like that L, huh? Like, how did they not hit that? They were right in front of it. They just didn't hit it. I don't understand. Sometimes the AI is just not about it. Oh my gosh, look at them targeting all the soft spots. Like, geez. They're not even trying to go get the... I ain't worried about that one. Yep, pick her back up. Good to go. She's about to pop. Yep. Nice. And there we go. All of the stages, all of the level 70s. We took one L because RNG is a thing. Look at that. And I got my stamina back for what I spent earlier. No weapons, but it doesn't matter. As you can see, I have all the weapons with enough to finish them all out. I just don't have all of the little core things to do it. But I have already farmed all the things. So let's get back here in conclusion. This is my team. There are obvious substitutes. Let's talk about substitutes. Obviously, that could go there. Adele can go in the second slot. I don't have him to put him there. Mew could be used here, even though I don't like her. She doesn't do enough hits. Her special goes away too quick to be useful in the other ways, like picking up... Also, I'm testing this archer. Her special is actually excellent for all of the reasons I said in the beginning. Why you need it. Hits the whole screen. It does multiple hits. She puts a regen, which is another big help for keeping your team alive. I'm testing that out. I'm gonna have it built in my alt in a day or two, and we will figure that out. But I am confident that that will also work. Her only problem is if she's too high on the stage, all her shots go off the stage. That's bad. You know, also, Mew could go here as a replacement for Kumachi, but you should never replace it. It's a 2-star. It's completely farmable. And there's no big replacement for the healer. Like, there really isn't. In a win-based comp, there's no big replacement. But she's right up right now, guys, so if you need her, now's the time to try to get her. The last thing I'd like to say, for those of you who don't know, I found that the best stage, 6EX, stage 3, 2. This is my favorite stage for farming this. It's the stage where I get the most drops the quickest. I've tried the other ones and they were bad for me. Maybe my RNG was just bad, but this is the best one, in my opinion. That is my team for farming all the Necros, my win team. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, do all the YouTube stuff. You can find links for my Discord, website, and all those things down in the description. Thanks guys for watching, and have a nice day. Catch me on Twitch/MikeMobile. Have a good one. Peace.